Hey guys, Connor here with Chrome Designs and thank you for watching this video. Today is a Cinema 4D video and today what we're going to be working on is going to concentrate on some falling letters. And kind of including this falling letters, we're going to kind of look at the material. So you can see there's an orange glow kind of receding from the text itself. The seamless backdrop here, so without the text it would just look like a plain grey and the camera work and whatever. And generally, you won't be able to see from this, but the letters falling down and bouncing off each other, rebounding and popping up, etc. And that is today's tutorial. In fact, I'll give you a quick preview, video preview without it being rendered. So here we go, playing. Here comes down the text. Just imagine this being in the rendered view you just saw, and bouncing off or whatever. And obviously you can change the text to whatever you like. And there we go, our last falling letter I there. Without further ado, let's just go File, New, and set up our basic scene. Let's go to this little 4 hours receding from a light, and go to Floor, and then go to the same panel and go to Background. Now, if you kind of go down here and you render from the angle that we were just at, you see that it's kind of dark grey and light grey, and this is awkward really, and especially when you add in a light, even if you got the colours matching up. It'll be like white in the middle and it will see to black and then it'll be white again for the sky, and it just gives an old kind of a tacky look to your feel. I just want to create a seamless scene, so to do this go to Floor, go to right click, Cinema 4D tags and Compositing, and simply tick Compositing Background. So now just go ahead and render and you'll see that it all turns into a nice solid grey kind of backdrop. This is great for our scene. So now go back into the view and obviously you want to put in some text. So go MoGraph text object and type whatever you want. Obviously, I'm going to type what I typed before, Chrome Designs HD. There we go. Change the font. I'm going to use kind of softish font, bubble body, something like bubble body. There we go. Looking good. Zoom out just a tad, get more of an angle on the whole text, like so. There we go. Increase the depth to something like 80. In fact, I'll put up to 100. Why not? If you're going to round the number, round it to the nearest 100. Maybe add some caps, fillet cap, and a fillet cap. And make it 5 steps on both the front and the back, like so. This will make some really nice, soft, rounded edges to the text, and that's looking good for a start. So go and render. Obviously we've added no materials yet, but that's looking quite nice. You see that the bottom of the text has been cut off, that doesn't matter. And now once you've got the text, kind of get in the general position on the front, there we go, zoom out just a bit, go to the top, excuse me, and on the text object, hit C on your keyboard. Now this make all the objects editable. Once you've done this, you will not be able to edit any of the text as it transfers it from a text format into some splines. That's kicking down from the text arrows and going down like so, and you'll see all of these in a spline with an extruded nub. And go from the top, which in my case is a C, to the D, which is the end, selecting all the text in the middle and drag it out of the text object null, the null object, and then delete that. So we've got all the text individually here. So now what you want to do is you want to highlight it all again and go to MoGraph and Fracture object. Now highlight them again and drag under Fracture object like so. Now make sure Fracture object is ticked with a bright orange as opposed to the dull orange, and go to MoGraph and Random Effector, and let's put them in a random kind of state. Now you're going to move the text up with the Fracture object selected, zoom out a bit and go up like so. And so if we play, nothing will happen. There we go. The text will be out of view. So now what you want to do on Fracture object is right click, go to MoGraph tags, rigid body, like so, and go to the beginning, and you see that the text starts to fall. Now it is lagging quite a bit, seeing as it's up to 30 frames, supposed to take 1 second. It took about 3, but nevertheless you see we've got some text falling. It's falling, but look, it goes through the floor. Now obviously we don't want this, so on the floor as well you want to add a sorry about that, MoGraph tags and rigid body. And what this will do, this will kind of create a solid plane, so the text should rebound back off that and each other. There we go. Look at that. And but one fault I can pick out with this is the text seems to be bouncing around a lot, like it's bouncing off ice and sliding all over the place. So we need to change some settings in the floor panels. So go to the rigid body on the floor. Make sure you got that selected, and go to friction. I like to put the friction up quite a bit, something like 2. Because not a lot of difference can be made, because it still rebounds off the other letters, as all of that has got a rigid body on as well. So you really want to put up the friction. Just play this here, and that's looking alright. Maybe decrease the bounce, 0.1. Playing it here. There we go. Now all the bounce has decreased, and it's kind of looking more realistic, as if it's an actual floor. So we zoom in, go down, and we're going to want to work on the materials. So I'm going to make a new material in here, double click in the space, go to color, and go texture, and I'm going to go gradient. Now on the gradient, I'm change it to 2D circular, and the colors I'm going to change to, I'm going to stick with the orange that I used in the video preview. So change, give 2 different shades of orange, gives it a nicer effect like so. Then go to color, go copy channel, luminance and paste channel, so it'll kind of look like it's glowing with the same color oranges. Reflection, lower the brightness down quite a bit, and go texture and Fresnel, and this will create more of a realistic reflection as opposed to that one. However, the brightness up here will kind of give a more vibrant reflection, so you've got a bit of realism and vibrance in there. Mix it up, something around 30 will do, 29. Okay. So now apply this on the fracture object, which will apply to all the individual characters, and click play. And in fact, render up here. So you see the text is looking quite nice, considering there's no render settings been added. So that's what we'll do. We'll get some shadows in there, some global illumination, just to really light the scene. So go render, render settings, effect, ambient occlusion, and global illumination. On global illumination, I'm going to irradiance cache, and go low, and low. Ambient occlusion, put the contrast up a bit, 10. This will create some realistic shadows on the floor, and the maximum ray length to something like 150. So now click render again, and this should look a little bit better than what we saw originally. Obviously the green dot, you can see the orange dots around here, it's clearly showing the vibrance released from the characters. There we go. So that's looking quite nice. Kind of seamless backdrops, some kind of nice. They're kind of soft text but reflective. That's a bit of contrast in there, and that's looking really good. Maybe change the settings a bit, so the luminance, increase the brightness a bit. 550, blimey. We'll have a bit of trial and error here. It wasn't as vibrant as what I thought. It's because the colour's a bit too dark, if I stand corrected. Yeah, the orange is a bit dark, so if you want the reflections to be out, make sure it's a kind of lighter colour. But anyway, that's looking about right. We've got some falling text going down here, so that's what it will look like. And then just play it. Computer being a hoover as usual, and the text is just falling and bouncing off. There we go, we'll get a nice action shot of all the characters in here. There we go, rendering out. It's a problem about ambient occlusion and global illumination. It does take quite a while to render. However, the outcome is really worth it. There we go. And so that's a nice in the mix of it falling down shot. And anyway, that's about it for me, guys. This is creating some falling letters in Cinema 4D. Thanks for watching this video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, as it really helps me out. And I'll see you guys soon.